Provenance is the term that's used to describe the chain of owners of something, such as a work of art, from its creation until a current moment in time. Provenance is an important point of study, especially for artworks that were lost or stolen, possibly during war, for example. Gustav Klimt was an Austrian artist. He was the most famous artist of his day. The Bloch-Bauers commissioned or hired Klimt to paint the portrait of Adela Bloch-Bauer. In August 1903, Adela wrote a friend that Gustav Klimt had agreed to paint her portrait. He spent the next 4 years working on the picture. Adela Bloch-Bauer died in Vienna in February 1925 at age 43. She had come down with a fever and died very tragically the very next day. Now, in her will, she expressed a wish that the paintings of herself that Klimt had made should be given to the Austrian Museum, today known as the Belvedere. But of course, because she and her husband Ferdinand had no children, everything that she owned was inherited by her husband. And they remained with him in Vienna until the country was occupied by the Nazis in March of 1938. Ferdinand was concerned that his life was in danger and he fled the country. Everything he owned was taken by the Nazis, and he died at age 81, leaving everything in his will to his remaining heirs, his nephew and nieces. After World War II, there were efforts by the family to try to recuperate some of what had been taken during the war period. But the Austrian government insisted that it legitimately owned the Klimt paintings because of what Adela had written in her will. But the legal fact is that at the time of Ferdinand's death, the paintings did belong to him, and in his will he left them to his family and not to the government. Adela's niece, Maria Altmann, had the unshakable belief and conviction that she would not give up on fighting to reclaim the picture. Fortunately, she did succeed in this ambition. It took a legal case that went all the way to the U.S. Supreme Court for justice to be served. The painting was finally returned to the family in 2006, and it now remains available on permanent display at the Neue Gallery for the public to study and admire it. The portrait of Adela Bloch-Bauer is important because it's about historical justice. In this instance, the just and fair outcome was achieved, albeit many decades after the fact. The painting is a lasting witness to all that was destroyed in the Holocaust, the lives lost, the culture destroyed, the fortune stolen, and it is a memorial and a legacy to the Bloch-Bauer heirs and to the artist himself.